Hey, John. Hey, Lena. Hey, Maisie. Hey. Oh, why didn't we wait till 6:18? No, it would have been so great. What's wrong with 6:17? That's double sevens. That's double your joy, double your Christ. I like it. We wanted to do some more cold pour. Oh, Chris, I just had some really good news I wanted to tell you. I forgot to tell you when you brought in my scallops before. The sushi place has our order. We're getting from the favorite place that we like. Yeah, there was a mix up at Grabhad. We're doing a video with Maisie, and we're still doing some Cole Porter, and this one's for you, Maisie. This is your song today, right, honey? Yeah. My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know is the case is when I'm out on a quiet spree, vainly fighting the old ennui, and I suddenly turn to see. Oh, brother, this is terrible now. Your fabulous face. Maisie! Come on, honey. I get no kick from champagne. No mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Some they may go for cocaine, not me. I'm sure that if I took even one sniff, it would bore me terrifically too. Yet I get a kick out of you. Oh, I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to see that you obviously you do not adore me. Well, I get no kick in a plane. Hi, Bobby Darren. Flying through high with some gal in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. No, yet. Oh, I get a kick out of you. I get a kick. Give me a boot. I get a kick out of you. Yeah, all right. We had a little help there. Maisie she personifies that song because she obviously does not adore me. Lena, you're the one she truly adores. Really? Yes. She adores her mommy. Mommy brought her into this mess. Yeah. Yeah, she's one of the rare cases that she was already kind of in a home. She was being very, very well fostered. But I found her on Craigslist, which I don't recommend. I don't like the idea of animals being traded on Craigslist. And I've never used it before or since. She was my only Craigslist purchase. I actually paid $50 for her to cover her vet bills to make sure she had a clean bill of health because I had other animals in the house. Anyway, she's got to be going on 20. I lose track, but she's a real senior, and she's still got plenty of kick in her. She's fighting me this morning, but that's why I get a kick out of her, John. Yeah, no. Maisie, dude, what's up, kid? How come you don't look at mommy? Never. All the other cats do. Meow, meow, meow. So our video this morning got cut off, John. Yeah, I know. Well, that was just as well, really. So it was fun, though. You want to try to do that one again? The one that got cut off? Yeah, sure. We'll do that. Let's see what else is going. Did you want to talk about the twin flame and any of that stuff? Only that I'm really enjoying taking some time off. It's like we did. Look at this guy. I just got to show you face. He's so handsome.
In Jamaica called reggae, which has been around.
He's talking about reggae like he invented it.
Etc., etc. Where it finally formed itself into reggae, and that's about the really newest thing that's happened in music in the last.
What a doll!
Do you think anything new happens to music, or is it
such a doll
series of cycles, and that maybe 100,000 years ago somebody had the same kind of beat? Or
Shut up, John. All right, sorry. All right, so Tom Snyder, what a load. Yeah. Listen, so I didn't see that. I knew that. I only saw that video after John died. I was so in my own world in the when he made this video in the 70s. Yeah. I believe it was just when you got back with Yoko, or were just getting back with her after May Pang. Yeah, right in there. Right in there. So, did you want to talk anything about just how the twin flame experience is kind of it can be kind of rough on collateral damage on the soulmates that go before the last twin flame connection. Right, the soulmates, meaning people like all of our old partners, right? Yes, for better or worse, those were soulmates. You know, soulmates are not 100%. Some of them can be very volatile relationships. Absolutely, right? So, you know, I had a volatile relationship, and so did Lino. And then we also had pretty solid marriages between us. And then we both had the same situation. One pretty solid marriage, which was our final one, right? Lena, Christopher, me, Yoko. And then we each had a marriage that was mediocre and kind of like being married to your sibling, right? Yeah, like an unruly sibling, right? Here's our old video of talking about John and May Pang, right? And this is actually our most popular video, our most viewed video, because people find this woman so fascinating. John guided me to a video with her speaking on the Geraldo Rivera show today, and way back when, after John's assassination. And Geraldo really did not like her. Yeah, no, he didn't. He thought she was a load. Who's still, you know. Yeah, she went on there, like, he definitely ambushed her. Yeah. That's an interesting. He's like, hey, he's like, so if Yoko would have told you, to May Pang, because she's acting like, yeah, well, I was young and impressionable, and she told me to do it, and I was very easily controlled. First of all right, we're not going to keep going over this, you know, because it's beating a dead mess. But you know, that being controlled thing, and Geraldo said it's so funny that I have to repeat what he said, which was the same thing as what somebody once said to me about, gee, you wouldn't get so much flack if you said your twin flame was Lorne Green, right? Well, Geraldo said to May Pang on national television, oh, so if Yoko told you, okay, I want you to start having an affair with that plumber guy over there, that's how, you know, or else you can't keep your job with us. Like, you would do that? And she was like, well, that John liked me. And you could see she lost her cool when Geraldo said that. And he was like, well, you know. So John says to me after that, so it was just a funny interview because Geraldo's asking her if she would have fucked a plumber if Yoko told her to, right? Well, I can be handy with a wrench. Oh, I know. I've seen your cover of your book. The spanner in the works. Yeah. Can't get nothing by you. Shut up, John. Maisie. Scratch her. Scratch mommy. Yeah. No, so it was funny, and I said, so Christopher even walked by while we were watching this interview, and he said to Lena, Oh, what the hell are you even watching this shit for? And I didn't interrupt. I was busy watching it, but the reason I was watching was because John wanted me to see something, and I was glad because it ended up being good for me to see it. But and May, I got nothing against you, kid. Yeah, you were collateral damage. I feel for you, just the way John feels for the guy that wasn't, not my correct partner, but used him for plenty of sex, right? And this is what happens sometimes, in some instances, especially when we were really young. Me and Chris. Well, I'll say right now that wasn't the case with me and Chris. We had an honest relationship based on mutual respect, a lot like Yoko and John. Yeah, and still have one. A very best friend. In the world that I've ever had, aside from John. But John, yeah. So, what are we getting at? Oh, so I told Lena, I said, well, uh, she never tells this. She always makes it sound like I was chasing her around and I was so hot for her that I couldn't control myself. I told Yoko ages ago, I used to joke with Yoko, boy, that one, she flirts with me like crazy when she thinks you don't know it. Really? Yeah. So that was kind of a running joke between me and Yoko. It's like, but I'm a gentleman. Yeah, I know you are. She's not a lady. She never misses the opportunity, like on Yoko, on Geraldo, right? She says she makes sure that she says, oh well, he was a great lover. He was really great in bed. It's like, who fucking asked you? She always brings it up when like no one's asking her. Yeah, I know. It's really embarrassing, right? Well, it would be worse if she said you sucked. She would never say that. Why? 'Cause I'm a great lover. Well, hey, listen. I was same age as you when that was going on. Kind of. I was a little older, but you know what I'm saying. We were in the same throes of our lives. We were both, getting our rocks off. Yeah, right. And we missed each other. Tell about the thing. Oh, you tell about it. Lena started having wild sexual intercourse with me when she was in her early teens, but it was not physically on the three-dimensional level. The reason, and right, yes, and the reason right at that time is when I took up with May for 18 months, give or take. And no, we did not have a long relationship that continued after my marriage to Yoko. She lies about that. Why she thinks she can say that? And Yoko's too much of a lady to step in and say, it's a pitiable thing. All right. You're right. It's so disrespectful. She was definitely not involved with you after you had Sean. No. We were close and she's full of shit. She's lying. Okay. And if she wants to come back and say that I'm lying right now, you know you're lying, May. You know you're lying. You can't even look in the camera straight. Your eyes roll all around in your head. All right, easy. Well, I get annoyed, but also, and the only reason I get annoyed is because I don't want. It's disrespectful to you, and it's disrespectful to me, to Yoko. Yes, but nobody cares about me. All right, I do. Okay. Thanks, honey. Yeah. So getting back on, so I I gave Lena her first sexual experiences before she ever started having sex with guys. Right. And I didn't know what the hell was going on. Yeah. I had no idea. I didn't know that was an orgasm. I didn't know what it was. I was really young. I was like 12 years old. And when that started, and I was very blocked because I was a victim of some pretty heavy abuse as a little child. And whatever was done to me certainly did not bring me any kind of pleasure when I was a little child. Make no mistake, there was no gratification there at all. So John tells me today, after we watched this video, during that, what happened with May? The reason for May at all in the mix is because Yoko was sick of me. She was like, I don't want to do this constantly with you and be, this channel. You're driving me crazy. And she had really nothing against it, but I was ridiculous. And just that became like a preoccupation with me. So I said, let me practice on a younger body. I'm going to practice on that one. She'll have me, I bet. May Pang, right. And I said, because, Lena is, this is my thinking. This was my thinking. Lena at that time was around 11, 12 when I started, she was coming into puberty. And I was feeling that on a fifth dimensional level acutely. Like, oh boy, she's almost the age. And Lena never looked 12 or 13. She looked 17 by the time she was 12. Yeah, it developed really young, but yeah, very innocent, pretty and beautiful, but the men were looking at her already, right? And coming in at almost 5'9" at that age. Yeah, right. So I was able to channel this energy for my twin flame and use this younger woman, May, who was about 10 years younger than me. She was about 11 years younger than me and 11 years older than Lena at the time that I used her body. Bluntly put. Now, see, folks, 11, 11. Yeah. It's incredible, right? Yeah. Those two 11s. She was 11 years older than me and 11 years younger than you. Yeah. And you used her for 18 months, the double nines. Do you get chills thinking about... I do, John. You're amazing. You really make this so clear to me.
And possibly further back. But you can't say the rock and roll is like the 20s music.
No, you can't, John. You can't. Listen, you can't. Yeah. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that song again. And then we're going to have some Chris-made scallops. They smell great. So is that the end of the conversation about, it was the channeling, and I wanted to practice on a younger body. And every time I was with her, and there was a couple of times I would get high, unbeknownst to her, take some mushrooms and stuff, right? So that I could tap into your energy, right? Yes. And that's what I did. Right. Oh, let's do this one instead. Okay. All right, Johnny. You ready? Yeah. So while I'm having sex with May Pang, Lena's back in good old New York City as a girl approaching young womanhood, but very innocent, having these blockbuster orgasms that would they would knock me awake. Yeah. Like knock me awake, and I'd be like, what just happened? What the fuck just happened? What the hell is this? And this went on for during that time. Am I right? Yes. And then it stopped. Yes. I was so disappointed because I was like, that never happens anymore. I really liked that. What was that? It was yours truly, honey. Here we go. Maisie, this is for me and John. You can just listen. Moon river, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going my way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon River and me. You're not crying, I must be losing my touch. Moon River, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heart breaker, wherever you're going my way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. Oh yeah, we're after the same rainbows in my huckleberry friend. Moon. Oops. Moon River and Maisie off to see the world. You know, these endings are terrible. That's all I can say. So that was a nice one, John. Yeah. You want to try that other last one there? Get rid of her. Oh, right. I'm not going on her. Shit. Don't say that to me. I'm not saying anything to you. Kind of are. So well, then you became sexually active, independent of me. What are you talking about, John? You're asking me something. I'm just saying, when I started having sex with those guys, the one boyfriend, I shouldn't say those guys. There was just a couple of accidents after him, but right. Yeah, I had a couple of those flings too. Right. So the point being what? Well, when you started having sex with the guys, my psychic connection with you was so strong that I could tell when it was happening, and I would kind of go into them. Right. Right. Let's do this one. Okay.
Not to throw shade on other holidays.
Not to throw shade on old boyfriends and girlfriends. Yeah, no. Well, it's interesting to talk about it a little bit and the whole channeling thing, right?
Wait, do people say that about me?
Yeah, it's true. It really, it's quite an amazing trip, which begs the following question, John. What's that, Lena? Well, I don't know. Let's see. If I was to ask one question about all this nonsense with the twin flames and the channeling and the illicit sex and the illicit sex, well, whatever, unjustifiable sex, I would ask you this. How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? Well, the friends and the fancy persuasions Don't admit that it's part of a scheme. But I can't help but have my suspicions, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. And you said I was never intending to break up our scene in this way. But there ain't any use in pretending it could happen to us any day. How long has this been going on? John's really muscling me here. How long has this been going on? You sound good though, honey. Yeah. Give me a little bit more room in there. All right. I really wanted to sing this one. Well, we're doing it together, but Maisie, see how he bullies me? The both of yous do. But anyway, the point too is that it's water under the bridge, and I would like to move on. But you know, if she wants to keep doing, all right, easy does it. Let her do what she wants. You know what I mean, John? You've come a long way. Thanks. Oh, their friends and their fancy persuasions don't admit that it's part of the scene. But I can't help but have my suspicions, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. Oh, you said you was never intending to break up our scene in this way. But there ain't any use in pretending it could happen to us any day. How long has this been going on? Yeah, going on. How long, baby? Going on. How long, baby? This been going on. All right, shut up. Yeah, you got pushy there. Yeah, scallops smell good. Yeah, Christopher's a champ, and so is Yoko. For God's sake, they're both still totally champs. Yeah, right. You know, I have great relationships with all of them. Every one of us. We're a good bunch, really. We all get along and love each other and everything like that. Yeah, we do. But there, you know, Mei Pang is I guess we're supposed to love her too, and we're supposed to love the other Richie, right? My old Richie. It's hard though, isn't it? A little bit. Yes, it is hard to love somebody that's hurt you, but I don't know. And you find it hard to I don't find it hard to love anyone, all right? But I've been through a few more lessons than you have. And I can love them as a person. Okay, but I don't I don't appreciate you've you've made it easier than I thought it was going to be initially, Lena. I've made it easier in what way? Your empathy and understanding. Mm. You have a lot of sympathy for that woman and you don't realize it, but you've said things in the past that have been miraculous, like really loving and really caring about her. You don't remember because you always just think that you're not doing good enough. I'm here to tell you you're doing great. Oh, that's nice. Then why does she still get me sick when I see her in interviews? Because nobody likes to think about their twin flame having, relations with someone else. And especially knowing that that relationship was comparable to yours. And you know how hot that was. That was really, really charged up, that thing. More so than you realize. It was really charged up, Lena. All right, I don't want to talk about that. Well, we cannot really talk about one without the other because they're symbiotic in the experience and the energy exchange. And we're going to do better in how we're going to do better every day. That's all I'll say. In how we manage our feelings and our and grow together in a spiritual sense of maturity. All right, I love you very much. I had a lot of nice conversations and stuff with you today, and I want to do more artwork, and I want to be more energetic. And we had like a tox. We did a detox today. Yes, it's exactly what it was. We had a detox today, and I didn't see it coming. And it was pretty wild, and I really feel empty. Right, it's like so empty right now. But John said that had to happen because we've experienced a lot of like a really wild energy vortex. Also, remember this. I just can't remember this now. John's winking at me. It's the beginning of yesterday was the first day of Mercury retrograde. Holy crap, man! Yeah. Hey, Freddie. Yeah, right. Yeah. You're having me in for New Year's Eve. I want to come for sushi. You're coming for sushi. You bringing Montserrat? Yeah. Freddie Mercury and Montserrat, they're twin flames. It's going to be wonderful. We're having sushi. We'll have everyone over for sushi tomorrow, honey. That sounds great. New Year's Eve. So we're in Freddie Mercury. We're in Mercury retrograde. We love you guys. Yeah, you guys are doing so great. Thanks, Fred. Oh, deep breath. Yeah, your little cat is going to live a while longer. To torture you. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's trying her best. She's a crazy little thing. Hi, Maisie. Sorry to wake her up. I'm gonna give you a scallop, okay? Yeah, I bet she'll like it. Yeah, she'll love it. I give her all special treats because she's old and crazy. Well, so are we. Yeah, we are. We're ancient. So I forgot what we were even talking about. So, well, that's good news. Let's get going. Okay. Praise be God and Mother. We love you. Mother and Father, do you have anything you want to talk about? Just that you're using your head and not getting, bogged down in feelings of low self esteem and unworthiness. Okay. And that's really great. Your strength in those areas are building, and you're not letting anyone push you around either. Or try to, you know, make you feel badly. You're not letting that happen anymore. And that all that stuff is water under the bridge, but right, yeah. You haven't really been living as though it's water under the bridge, but there's been a shift, and the new year is whooshing in, and that's where the detox came in today and all that. So, hi, Father. Hi. Hello, home team. Everyone there. Everyone on that there wall, and then some. That painting of the ship is by Jerry Garcia. That came to me out of the blue, sent to me anonymously, but I know it was from Jerry. Yeah. Listen, here we go. Are you ready to get going? Yeah, and I love you like a lot. Me too, honey. I love you a lot. So, and you just feel really fine about what are you asking me this for? Are you wanting me to meet with May Pang and like have lunch? That's not going to happen. No. Don't be silly. I don't ever ask you to rub elbows with anybody like that. I wouldn't want to sit and have lunch with the other guy either. All right, good. But uh there's nothing to say. I'm just very proud of you and I love you. I love you too, honey. All right, we'll be back for tomorrow. We'll be back with, I'm sure, lots of readings and stuff. Usually we're very busy on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and with the Mercury retrograde, we've already got guests lining up. This is crazy. We just did a tarot card reading tonight. We posted it. It is the Six of Cups, and that is being with your old friend, best friend, and or lover. The one who you've always felt the most at home and happy with. I love you, Johnny. Yeah, me too.